All right, so if I'm understanding this, we're giving away $980 billion on top of everything else in student loan forgiveness, $10,000 to $20,000. But if you pay for 10 years and you have a government job, so if you're getting a government check over here, you don't have to pay back your government loan over here if you pay for 10 years, no matter how much is left on there. You can go to college at Oberlin College in Ohio, the cesspool that is, and get a degree in, say, gender studies and have $350,000 in debt, and you can go get a government job. And if you work at a government job, they'll forgive all of it after 10 years. This is insanity, isn't it?
It's just red meat for what he thinks is his base, right? I mean, I suppose he can say he delivered on this campaign promise. Ironically, it's coming just a couple of months before the midterms. This is just a classic example of they vote by, or they run their government by what they think is going to keep them in power. They don't do anything for anybody until the very end, when they do just enough where they think they can hang on to their base, and then they go back to destroying the country.
Yeah, but here's the thing. The Democrats are deluding themselves. I know that's a shock for you. But here's why. You go back to Barack Obama, for example. He put through Obamacare and some other big programs in his first couple of years in office. He got creamed in the first midterm in 2010. 63 seats he lost in the House. 3 Senate seats, as I recall. They got creamed, destroyed. And that's the way it is historically. They can do all the things they want. Doesn't matter. They're going to get crushed. Donald Trump, he got us tax relief and a bunch of other things that were pretty successful programs. Was building the wall. Everything was moving forward. He got beat, not nearly as badly, but he got beat. I think the Democrats are deluding themselves. They're going to get crushed because people see this reckless behavior, and they see that the cost of everything is still through the roof from where we were just a couple of years ago. What say you?
Well, I think they're going to get, look, I'm dubious after the 2020 election, so we'll see what happens when they count all the votes, right? But having said that, I think they're going to get beat up on the economy because I think we're going to continue to deal with inflation, unemployment starting to rise. So, you've got this issue where people have less net income, less real income, essentially. Car loans are, if you look at some of the leading indicators, delinquencies on both car loans and, get this, Steve, utility bills. Delinquencies on utility bills are the highest they've ever been. So what does that tell you about, quote unquote, the Democratic base, the people that they're supposed to be trying to help, right? They're getting creamed right now. So I think they're in trouble. But what they said about the voting, right? It's he who counts the votes is the one who determines the elections, more or less.